Hey everybody, this is Sheena from Christian Creative, and today I'm going to show you how to add your Bible journaling tabs that you have purchased from me into your Bible. When you receive your Bible journaling tabs, you'll receive a Ziploc bag in your envelope that will have these tags in them. I'm shipping them inside a Ziploc bag just in case your envelope gets wet, then your tabs don't get wet, so they are protected. When you receive them, you'll want to open them up, dump them out, and spread them out. Now I'm not going to add all of the tabs into this Bible in my video, but I am going to show you how to do about 5 or 6 of them, okay? So I actually have already pulled out like the first 6 or 8 for the Old Testaments, and I have those right here. Now when you receive the tabs, they're going to be like this. They will be one flat sticker, okay? You'll have the sticker part on top and you'll have the part on back that you're going to pull off. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take these and you want to fold them in the middle. And when you do, you want to make sure these little squares over here, like right there, all of that lines up. So let me fold this one. And as you can see, it is all lined up right here on the corner. And you want to make sure it's lined up on both sides when you fold them. So I'm actually going to fold these that I've already pulled out. I've got Genesis, and then I'm going to do Exodus. And you want to make sure when you do it that you kind of press down hard right here in the middle, just to kind of help it kind of hold good whenever you put it into the Bible, to give it a good crease. Okay, then I've got Leviticus, and I'm going to go ahead and fold it in half. And again, I'm making sure that the squares on each side are lined up. I'm trying to make sure you can see that good in the video. And then Numbers. And then Deuteronomy. Now remember, with your tabs, they are not just a sticker, they are laminated. So there is actually at least, I know paper is more than just like one layer, but there's actually about, like 3 different layers on here. So when you do get ready to take the sticker backs off of them, make sure you're careful that you're pulling off the sticker backs and not your laminated top. Okay, and then again you can see they're even on the ends. And I have 8 of them right here that I'm going to show you how that I put them in my Bible. Now one thing I do like to do when I'm adding the tabs to the Bible is somewhere other, like a different Bible, or you could even print it out or handwrite it, have a list of all of the books of the Bible. Now this is the Bible that I'm going to be putting these tabs in. And I have my other Bible just kind of sitting over here to the side because I want to make sure that I keep them in the proper order and I don't miss any chapters or any of that kind of stuff. I'm going to take all my tabs that I've folded and sit them to the side. Okay, and then I'm going to open my Bible to the first page of Genesis. Okay, and I don't want to put it, I mean, I know it starts over here, but I don't want to put the tabs over here. I'm actually going to make sure they're all on this side of the Bible whenever I put them in. Let me see if I can move this camera down a little bit closer. Okay, hopefully that'll make it a little bit easier to see as I do this, and I will try to lift my Bible up closer to the video so that you can see it kind of as I am working on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with Genesis, and again I'm going to press it real good just to give it a firm, good fold and good crease before I do it. Just one final time, and I want to do this before I take the back of the sticker off. So that it's not sticking together. Now, what you're going to do to line it up is these little edges right here. This part is going to be what is going to go, I'm trying to lay it over, on the edge of the paper. And this is going to be what's going to hang out of the edge. So you just want this little edge right here, where it comes to this little triangle, this little square. That's the only part that you want actually inside of the Bible. The rest of it you want it to be sticking out. So I'm going to go ahead and peel off the back, and it does peel off super easy. It's just going to be this white back of your sticker. And then with Genesis, I'm going to lay it up here at the top of the page. Just kind of lightly press it on to the back of the page. Make sure you only pick up one page. I have messed up before and picked up more than one page, but make sure you're real careful not to do that. And then I'm going to kind of press it down. And as you can see, let me give the camera a second to focus. Right here, that little triangle part, that little square part is what is on the edge of the paper. The rest of it is sticking out the edge of your Bible. Okay, so that is how I put the tabs in. Now let's talk about how to line them up properly down the side of the Bible. So I've got Genesis in there, and now I'm going to flip to Exodus, and again, this Bible is brand new. I actually did a review on it here recently. You can find it on my blog. I'll include a link to it before. But because of it being so new, the pages kind of still like to stick together. So I have to be real careful to make sure that they don't stick together. So again, Exodus starts just like Genesis does, but I don't want my tab on this side. I want it on this side, but I need it lined up with this tab. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to flip it over, and I'm going to take my Exodus tab, and I'm going to make sure kind of give it a good squeeze before I peel that back off. Make sure I have a real good crease in there. Okay, and then I'm just going to take it, and as you can see, I can kind of tell where the end of the Genesis tab ends and that's how I'm going to kind of line it up from tab to tab. And hopefully you can kind of see how I did that. I'm going to go ahead and press this tab completely on, and again I want to give it a good squeeze once I get it in, just so that it'll stick real well. You may actually need to squeeze them again later on after doing this. And now you can see my Genesis and my Exodus tabs are, they're not overlapping, but there's not a huge gap between them either. And that's how I'm going to line them up down the page. So next we're going to go to Leviticus. And again, it starts the same way. This is a study Bible, so it does have like a kind of like a 2-page spread at the beginning of each chapter, instead of kind of like there's some empty space at the bottom of this page where Exodus ended, and then there's a 2-page spread, and then it starts. So all of mine are actually all going to start on this side. Some of them, I know some Bibles, the next book will start on the other side, but in this one it's not like that. So I'm going to get my Exodus tab, and again I'm going to give it a good firm squeeze just to make sure it's got a good crease right there where it's folded at. And then I'm going to peel off the sticker backing. And I'm just going to kind of make sure I kind of rolled my Bible over to that side so that it'll be easy to line up. And then I'm just going to line that page up. And I'll hold this up so you can see it a little bit closer. You can see how it is before I put the sticker down. Hopefully that kind of helps you see exactly where I lined the sticker up at on the page. And then I'm going to press the top of the tab down so that it will lay over completely and stick. And then that is Leviticus. And as you can see, there's, just a slight spacing between them. They're not overlaying, but there's not a huge gap. Okay. And then I'm going to do Numbers. So I want to flip to Numbers. And again, I'm making sure that I'm very careful to only pick up one page and not to pick up 2 pages, because that can make things difficult later on when you're trying to actually use your Bible. And I'm going to, and when I said I'm kind of rolling it over, what I mean is just kind of like pressing it so that this side kind of lays flat, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to line this one up. And then press it over so that it sticks. I've been trying to decide if I thought this Bible was going to take 5 down a page or 6 down a page, and it looks like this one's actually going to take 6 down a page. My Bible that I primarily use, I believe it only took 5, but it may have taken 6. Okay, it does have 6 down it. So now I'm going to work on the Deuteronomy tab. I'm going to flip over to Deuteronomy. Again, I want to make sure my pages are not sticking together. And I want to give this tab a good firm crease. So I'm going to press it a little bit more before I pull the backing off of this tab. I'm going to pull the backing off. I'm going to, gotta be careful, line up the page. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure you can still see it, my head doesn't get in the way, and that I have enough room to work. Okay. Okay, and then I'm just going to give it a good firm squeeze once I have aligned it all in there. And let's go to Joshua. Okay, and I'm going to give this one a good firm squeeze. Get a nice crisp fold in there. Then I'm going to pull off the backing. I'm going to use the squares on the edge of the tab to line up the tab at the bottom of the page. Now I'm going to more look at the bottom of the page than I am the last tab for lining it up in this Bible. Just because I don't want the tab to stick out the bottom of the page. So this tab actually overlapped a little bit. It's not quite, this Bible's not quite as tall as my other Bible is, so you can see that with Joshua and Deuteronomy, they're going to kind of overlap a little bit. So as I continue working on putting these tabs in here, I will probably make sure that I get the tabs where they're exactly side by side or just barely overlapping, so then I don't end up with a lot of this at the end of the page. So after you've done them all the way down, then when you go to the next chapter, which would be Judges, you just start back up here at the top like you did with Genesis and go back across the page. Once you have completed your Bible, then the tabs will look like this one, and you'll be able to easily flip through and find the different books in the Bible. Now, I do recommend that you do not use the tabs to flip the page as you're going through your Bible. You don't want to do that. The tabs are not for flipping pages. They are actually only for finding the books within the Bible. If you have any questions about how to add the tabs to your Bible, or if I need to share some pictures of it a little more clearly, just leave me a comment below, send me an email, or contact me on social media, and I will be more than happy to help you with that. Thanks so much for supporting me, and I will see you later. Bye.